RJ Hampton is in the news and the mother of his children. I hate saying the words baby mama. It's just baby mama. I mean, it's a thing.
It's a negative connotation.
Okay, well, this is RJ Hampton, and this is the mother of his child. Well, RJ Hampton is a basketball player for the 76ers, and he came under fire from sports fans after his baby mom's, Tiffany Jeffcoat, called him out for alleged physical abuse. I'm going to do the allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, that's why Jason Lee is so important, because Jason knows RJ. And Jason, yeah, I know RJ. I know everybody. Quit playing with me. I know RJ. As soon as I saw my team post the story on Hollywood Unlocked, of course, I text RJ and we had a back and forth. And there's been so much to unfold since then. And I wanted to highlight this conversation, even though it's dying down online, because we live in a world right now where we see the diddlers happening. We see the diddler. Okay. And there's a lot of allegations
Allegedly.
Going on around Diddy. So anytime anything else happens, we automatically assume, oh my God, he's another Diddy. But I know this guy. And so for me, I wanted to highlight the person that I know, even though I don't know the whole situation. And, you know, we think we know a person, but I wanted to highlight this individual because I remember watching him on Snapchat, going through college, pursuing basketball, wanting to be in the NBA, running into him in Miami at the Miami Heat game when I was trying to go backstage and get some coffee and Bailey's. You know, him playing and watching his drive and ambition. When you see somebody go from wanting something to getting it, that was like inspiring. So when I saw it, I wanted to find out what was going on. Well, anyway, he had this whole situation go down with baby moms, and she posted this clip on social media, and baby, social media went off. Take a look.
Crazy to me because you're
Fuck up talking to me, bitch. Please. Man, I don't care if you have me on recording. I could care less. I just don't want what I'm afraid of, because of who you are, as me, like taking him, and then you like fighting me off of him, and then you like, oh my God, you abused me. Bitch.
no, I wouldn't do. First of all, you have laid hands on me before, so
Nigga, get the fuck out of
you
here.
have.
That stupid shit.
I have pictures of it
I know.
and text
You have-
messages of it.
You have pictures of it right here?
Yeah, and you text
Who the
me
fuck is
talking
gonna
about
care
it.
about that?
Who's gonna care?
There's
Who's gonna care?
Bro, there are bruises of, you know, I don't even get into that.
But they came from your hands.
Of course they did.
Okay.
Did I punch you? Did I slap you?
Just because you
Did I
didn't punch me
and slap
doesn't mean
Shut
that's
the fuck up.
okay. Wow.
Halo, come back.
Wow.
At the end of the day, if you like the fact that you can sit here and allow, no, because your child has been traveling since 5 a.m.
Here's how the ear infection.
He's been traveling since 5 a.m. and you're sitting here making him out of a hotel. I'm not playing victim. I'm saying no.
You went to Miami and you were
First of all,
and your parents kept it.
Yeah, my parents. My mom is more of a parent to him than you have ever
Dead
been.
or alive, shut up.
Can you get the hotel? Because I have to be here for
You
45
just went
days.
to Miami and were thought you get the hotel.
That's not the document that you signed, said. That I'm stranded in Oklahoma with no hotel, no car. RJ literally snatched Halo off the ground, walked out, hopped in the car, and left. Didn't tell me where they were going, didn't tell me when they were back, didn't take any of his stuff. He's not allowed to do that. Just traveled, got up at 5 a.m., took a 13-month-old on the plane. Just had to get off the phone with the police. And I had to describe what my child was wearing, my 13-month-old was wearing. Didn't make sure he had a pacifier, didn't make sure he had his lovey blankets or anything. Doesn't know what time he last ate, doesn't know what time he last slept. He's never had him for more than like 30 minutes. This just shows how little he cares about his child. So now I'm waiting for police to get here. It is now 7:26 p.m. I've been sitting in the lobby since 2 p.m. and still no room. Halo's still not back. Don't know where he is. I hope he ate dinner. I hope poor thing's been up since 5 a.m. His bedtime was an hour ago. So I hope he is back soon, because technically his visitation schedule that he's supposed to have access to the child, is from 8 to 8. So I would hope that he does at least abide by that part and bring him back by 8 p.m. So another 33 minutes, hopefully, and I will have my baby back. I genuinely really don't even know what to. I've never in my life experienced anything like this, and I pray that nobody else has to. So all I have to say is be careful who you have a baby with. Yeah, because sharing a child that you love with somebody who is literally a horrible person is not for the weak.
Many observations. First of all, the conversation with RJ was, you shouldn't have been talking to her like that on camera, because you saw she was filming you. You knew what this was going to turn into. You actually in the video say, I'm not going to come close to you because I know you're going to turn this into a thing, but yet you were cussing her out and doing all this in front of your kid, which was not a good look. But being an asshole isn't a crime, right? So being an asshole, saying asshole things, doing it in front of your kid, not a crime. Probably not the best decision, but not a crime. What I think should be a crime is when you film your baby dad, who you know is a public figure, when you know what you're setting him up for, when you know you're going to put him online and edit the video. If you saw all those cutaways, those jump cuts were her editing the video to make him look like an abuser. When what I understand is that RJ grabs you when you're on him to get you off of him, and those bruises you claim is when he tried to remove you off of him, which every man and woman has a right to do. Remember, men do get beat up too. And you gave her what she wanted. That was the thing I was calling him about, was like, yo, like, you got to move smarter now. You're not the ambitious guy in college. You're in the NBA now, where you are going to be a conversation. You ended up on Hollywood Unlocked without me even seeing it, which means people know that you're a public figure in a situation that the public may want to know about. But baby mom, this says a lot about you as a mom, because you were doing all this in front of your child, who was sitting there. Even though it doesn't seem like your child really understands everything that's happening, they do know emotion and they do know energy, and all of that fighting with dad is something that I thought was tacky. And you were talking about getting a room, which I didn't understand why you didn't go get your own room. Maybe your credit card didn't work. I don't know. The whole thing was caught on camera from her and edited in a way to make RJ look bad. Well, after slamming RJ, Tiffany updated us all that she put in the group chat that her son was safe and sound. Take a look at the photo. Okay. Thank you for everybody who reached out with a heart. Kid's safe and sound. When you saw the video, what was your immediate thought? Was that Cassie part 2?
No. My first reaction was, what are all the jump cuts? Like, what is being said when you cut him off when he was talking about the bruises? You cut him off before he actually cleared up what was going on. So that to me is what I was like noticing, that it was weird.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you in reading the comments, a lot of you immediately caught on to the fact that this was an edited video. Some of you were saying, this is what happens when you date those type of women. I didn't necessarily agree with that, because I didn't know what that means. Those type of women. Any woman can make an allegation that's real or not real. Any man can make an allegation that's real or not real. So I don't really like typecasting the type of person that makes a complaint. But what I will say is all of the comments were in support of RJ and felt like he was being set up. And after all the drama, a TikToker named Sherry called Tiffany a manipulator, and she broke it down in her own way. Take a look.
First of all, Tiffany Jeffcoat's son is at home safe and sound. She just posted it on her IG story with no other explanation. Second of all, we don't like manipulative people, Tiffany. You came to this internet making people think that this man had kidnapped his own son, when the fact of the matter is he had visitation from 8 to 8. Why were you expecting somebody that you're not with to pay for a hotel room for you? I don't like manipulative people. You sat in that hotel lobby saying, I've been here since 2 o'clock at 7:30 with no hotel room. You didn't have the money to pay for your own hotel room? You made it seem as if this man was abusive to you, but you really cut up that clip of the video. You cut that thing up, girl. You didn't let it run all the way through. Initially, when he said he was scared to pick up his son because he said he didn't want you to grab on him and make it seem like he was abusive to you. And you said, I wouldn't do that. Yet you were recording him this whole time. I wouldn't do that. Then you said that he did leave marks on your arm, and he said, I've never hit you. And reason why he said no one would care, because he was basically saying, I didn't abuse you, I didn't hit you. Sounds like y'all probably have been in some type of situation before where he's grabbed you to, I don't know, maybe keep you from swinging on him or doing something. But clearly this man said he's never been abusive to you. You cut up that version in the video. I see it. It's not a run through. You cut it up. Even when he spoke about you going to Miami, you had cut to that part. Why didn't you let the video run all the way through? I'm sorry, because I think you're being manipulative. You didn't come back and tell your people after getting people all riled up, making people think this man's abused you, he kidnapped your child, and all you do now is post a video that the baby is safe and sound. Don't do that. Don't.
Not only did she do that, first of all, Sherry, you need to go work for one of us, because the way you broke down that, you I Spy of the century. But she deleted it all from her social media. After she did all of that, got this man, people having conversations. I'm sure his team reached out to find out what's going on. Then you have, that's now on the internet forever. You tried to destroy this young man's career. And so my call to him wasn't just in like, what is going on and why are you cussing? It was also like, here's how you need to protect yourself. Here's how you need to move. Here's how you need to think about the situation. And I don't care, RJ, no matter whatever happens, don't you ever end up in a situation alone with this person again, because even though you have created a kid with her and you think you know her and all of that, get somebody to supervise the handoff. Don't have no conversation with her. If she want to talk to you about the kid, have her call your assistant. If he said to me, interestingly, like when the kid is with him, she's like demanding to be on FaceTime with the kid and all that. To all of you pathetic women and men who use children as a way of keeping a connection to the person that don't love you no more, I'm sorry that God did not tell you that you are enough. And I'm sorry that you believe all the value that you have to offer is in that man that no longer sleeps next to you every day, or that woman. And in this case, this is a woman who probably allowed him to get one off. And after he shut the club up, got you pregnant, and now you think you got a bankroll for 18 years. No, he doesn't want you. None of us like you at this point, because we've watched you try to turn this moment in time into a circus to destroy another black man. In the sake of what's happening with the diddler, we're all rallying behind Cassie, because there's no way a man should be standing on top of a woman, kicking her and beating her, or no matter what the explanation of how they got there is. But this is not that. And I hate the conflation between what Diddy's going through and what we saw yesterday on the internet. And even though I told RJ, I said the story's dying down, but I'm going to talk about it today because I am exhausted with watching black men in this country depicted in that way. Ma'am, you don't have no problem getting the dick. That's what y'all really want. You don't want our issues, and you don't want to protect us. As soon as you get in an argument over that non-free flight, or the fact that Spirit lost your bag, or the fact that you have to go get your own suite at the Wyndham, now it's his problem where he has to be the beater of the century. Nah, you played yourself and we caught you. And you know what? RJ, if I see you in another video at Thanksgiving cutting pumpkin pie with this one, you deserve everything you get. Did I miss anything? Bye.